Hello, everyone, and welcome back into another episode of the Bet on Me podcast. It's Friday, December 10th, 2021. I am your host, Daniel Perkins. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Last night's game, Thursday night football, guys. This was a good one. If you didn't stay up and watch the entire game, you missed out. I know the beginning of it was a bit of a snoozer. It wasn't fun to watch. It was boring. Cook was just running all over the place with that hurt shoulder. And, I was watching the halftime show on Pick Dogs with Joe Madden and Mitch. And Mitch said something like there was, I don't remember the number, but it was so many. Minnesota apparently has the best rehabilitation centers. And Cook had this shoulder injury, comes out. He's wearing a sling underneath his pads and everything. They said he comes out and just runs all over the Pittsburgh defense. I mean, it was just, I saw some pictures from watching the game where they went back and showed the holes, the gaps in the D-line there where these guys are supposed to be blocking, making a front so they can't just run the ball so openly like that. Guys, it was just, there was probably, I'm not exaggerating, there was probably about 10 to 15 yards between Cook and anyone who could tackle him once he broke the line of scrimmage. It was pretty rough. He definitely ran ripshod all over them last night. It was something to see. But then, Big Ben came back through a couple touchdown passes. Freiermuth couldn't get it done there at the end. I don't think they would have been. They maybe would have been able to come back to win the game. I don't know, but they could have backdoor covered plus 3.5. I think I had them at 3. I had the Vikings at 3, so it wouldn't have mattered to me either way. But I think they would have covered. I guess it would have mattered, wouldn't it? I don't really know. I was so caught up in watching the end of the game that it didn't matter to me if I really hit or not. It was just amazing that the game got that good. You ever get bored of winning a bet? Like you're winning a bet and it's just like, man, this is boring. You're winning so big. You just want there to be a little bit of action, Well, I got that last night in the fourth quarter, and I think a lot of people did. And I think a lot of people that bet for the Steelers got that action as well, thinking they were going to come all the way back to win. That must have been heartbreaking as well on that side of the ball. Thinking you're going to win, come back, hit that bet, doesn't hit. Guys, believe me, we've all been there. Let's go ahead and move on to last night's game in the NBA. We called the Lakers to go down to Memphis and get the win, and they didn't. The Lakers in true fashion came out, played good one game, came out. Don't want to say laid an egg or anything. Traveling, it's rough. It's one of the reasons that I'm picking one of the games that I'm picking tonight because I just don't think traveling from one part of the country all the way to the other side of the country is fun to do and then go play a game. They didn't lose by much. It was just by 11 something. It was more than 10. I thought Anthony Davis would get it done. I thought LeBron had a triple-double. What? It's that same old saying. What else do you want him to do? He's out there getting it done. Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony need to step it up a little bit, right? They're so old, guys. My goodness. It's just, any given night, you don't know what you're going to get from the Lakers. But, they're playing the night against the Thunder. I would stay away from that. The game in the NBA that I do like, I like the Phoenix Suns against the Boston. Sorry, guys. It's Friday. We're having a good day. We got these bets in. We're ready to make some money tonight. We got some hockey picks. We got some NBA picks. No college football. Usually there's college football. Anyway, before I fumbled over my words there, the Boston Celtics are coming in to play the Phoenix Suns, and they're having to travel all the way from Boston. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Phoenix Suns on the money line tonight to win. I think Phoenix gets it done. Phoenix is one of the better teams in the NBA, one of the better teams on the West Coast. They are on the West Coast, which means they play in the Western Conference, which makes them the elite conference, in my opinion. I think the Western Conference has always been elite. It's been better than the Eastern Conference for many years, even when LeBron played in it. I don't care what anybody says. The only time other than LeBron, Jordan, and Iverson that the East Coast had anybody good was like in the 80s, okay? It's been a while. Anyway, I would take them due to the travel and all that, and, the Suns are a good team. Suns are a good team. And Boston just lost to the Lakers the other night, so, I think the Suns get it done. It could be a close game. It's at +5 right now for Boston, so it could be a close game, but I still think the Suns get it done. The Pelicans are playing the Pistons tonight. That's a game a lot of people are probably looking at right there. I would side with the Pelicans. The money line's at -250. That's juiced. Whew. Boy. Maybe you could throw it together in some huge parlay. I mean, the Cavs were +1. Now they're at -1.5. So the Cavs, apparently everyone is just betting the house on the Cavs tonight. Stay away from the Lakers. The Bucks are playing the Rockets. That was an 8-point line pushed to 9.5 now. 10 points. Bucks got 10 points. Started out at 8, now they got 10. The Nets and the Hawks, save your money. Yeah, that's what I like tonight in the NBA. I think I just like the Phoenix Suns at home, Boston Celtics money line. I think I'd take that. And the NHL, the NHL, boys, I cannot talk today. Normally I'd probably just edit this stuff out, but anymore, it's just part of the podcast. It's Friday. It's December. It's almost the end of the year. We're almost into a new year. 2022 is coming about us. I mean, come on, guys. We're just, it's the weekend. Let's go. Let's get through the weekend. Let's make some money. Let's go out here and place these bets. We got some more stuff to talk about here. We got the NHL now that we're talking about. The NHL tonight, I got one play for you. I'm going to go with the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm going to give them a $1.50 at home against the Flyers. The Flyers are coming in. The Flyers stink. Taking Vegas at home. Vegas at home. Pretty good team. And if you're thinking that I just come up with this stuff on a whim, trust me, I don't. I sit up for hours. I look at stats. I'm going over stats. I'm writing them on whiteboards. I'm drinking Sprite all night long. I'm doing, I've got ESPN on repeat, watching the same episode 36 times in one night. I'm doing this. I'm in this to win it. We're winning money. We hit last night in NHL. We're going to hit tonight in NHL. We get the Vegas Golden Knights giving them a $1.50 against the Flyers. The Flyers are coming in. They stink. They're going to fly out with a loss, and that's going to be the pick tonight in the NHL. Looking like there's no football this weekend when it comes to college. We just got the big Army-Navy game. The big Army-Navy game is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys right now, I'm going to take the Navy, 7.5 points. And I'll be honest, I'm probably a little biased. My brother was in the Navy. But I'm going to take the Navy 7.5 against Army tomorrow. The only college football game that I see on. We got a lot of college basketball tomorrow. But like I said, not big on betting in college basketball. Don't want to bet on something that I'm going to lose. Want to bet on something that I'm going to win. And that is what brings me to Saturday's show. Guys, you don't want to miss tomorrow's show. Saturday is going to be a big show. We're going to go over all the games on the NFL slate. All of them. We're going to go over all the games. I'm going to pick a winner in every single game for the NFL tomorrow on tomorrow's show. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual. Maybe run over a little bit longer. But we're going to pick a winner in all the shows. And we're going to give you my prop bet that I hope you guys ride with me. I'll tweet it out live. I'll put it out on Instagram. Hopefully you guys ride with me. I'll live tweet during the game if you guys are on it with me. And we'll die together. We'll win together. We'll just, whatever happens, happens. But, my favorite prop bet for the Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears. We'll see if Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears like he told them last time they met. I think it's going to be an exciting game, and I can't wait to give out that prop bet. And I can't wait to pick all the games on the slate for Sunday, including the Monday night game. So, guys, thanks for listening to the smack my podium here. Guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks so much for joining me. Episode number 8. Just, it's amazing you guys are riding with me. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, guys, go get those damn bets in. Let's win some money this weekend. That was the podcast for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure to subscribe. That way you can get the latest updates for all the newest episodes of the podcast. If you're listening to us over on YouTube, thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. That way you get the latest notifications of when we upload the podcast to the channel. If you're listening to us over on Spotify now, thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe to the Spotify channel. That way you get all the latest updates of the latest podcasts that are uploaded. Guys, once again, thank you so much for listening to the Bet On Me podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Perkins. Have a great weekend.